video opens with a sweeping montage. The resolute face of the Statue of Liberty, the American flag rippling in the wind against a clear sky, the stoic granite faces of Mount Rushmore, and a bald eagle soaring majestically through a vast canyon. The title fades in, The Untold Story of United States, from colonies to global superpower. In the grand tapestry of history, few nations have risen so far, so fast. It is a story not just of a place, but of an idea, an audacious experiment in liberty that would reshape the world. This is the story of the United States, a journey from a handful of disparate colonies, bound by a shared dream of freedom, to a global superpower that defines an era. It is a tale of conflict and innovation, of profound division and improbable unity, etched across a continent of breathtaking scale. The birth of this nation was a revolution, not only of arms, but of the mind. In the hallowed halls of Philadelphia, a group of audacious thinkers dared to declare that all men are created equal, signing a document that would sever ties with the world's mightiest empire. This declaration was more than mere words. It was a promise that would need to be sealed in blood. On a frozen Christmas night, General George Washington led his beleaguered troops across the treacherous Delaware River, a singular act of defiance that turned the tide of a desperate war. The ensuing battles were a crucible, forging a new identity from the bitter struggle for freedom, and proving that a nation conceived in liberty could, against all odds, endure. Less than a century later, the Union forged in revolution faced its most perilous test. The nation turned upon itself in a brutal civil war, a conflict that pitted brother against brother. From the fields of Gettysburg, President Abraham Lincoln's solemn words gave new meaning to the sacrifice, calling for a new birth of freedom to ensure that government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. As the nation healed its self-inflicted wounds, an unstoppable force was unleashed. A wave of industrialization swept the land, with ribbons of steel stitching the continent together. The clang of factories and the spark of invention became the new pulse of America, transforming a rural society into an economic titan. The 20th century thrust America onto the world stage, where it would be tested in the fires of global conflict. American soldiers crossed the ocean to fight in the trenches of World War I, marking the nation's arrival as a major military power. 2 decades later, the country was plunged into World War II, a conflict that demanded total mobilization. On the home front, the iconic image of Rosie the Riveter symbolized the collective effort of millions who built the arsenal of democracy. The Allied victory gave way to a new, more insidious conflict: the Cold War. For decades, the world held its breath through tense standoffs like the Cuban Missile Crisis and watched as the two superpowers vied for supremacy. From the divided city of Berlin to the vast emptiness of space, the fall of the Berlin Wall signaled the end of one era and the dawn of another. As the sole remaining superpower, America's journey continued. The defining image of Neil Armstrong planting a flag on the lunar surface was not an endpoint, but a symbol of what was possible. From the digital revolution born in Silicon Valley to the unparalleled reach of its modern military, American influence continued to shape the globe. Today, the story of the United States is written in the faces of its people, a diverse, dynamic, and ever-evolving nation. The journey from colonies to superpower is a testament to a relentless pursuit of progress, a story that is still being written as a united people continue to look toward the future.